California is a beautiful place to live. It is the land of opportunities. In 1848, 1,000 people lived in San Francisco. But in 1849, the gold rush came in, and 50,000 people migrated from the east to the west to dig for gold, to get instantly rich. Today, it's still the land of opportunities. The world comes here to the Silicon Valley to make a life, to find life. And yet you and I know that without Jesus, they do not have the abundant life that they're searching for. And this is why Resonate Church was birthed 14 years ago. We planted our church to reach the most people possible for the gospel. And the Lord has done such amazing things since then. And yet I believe the best is yet to come. And so for the next 5 years, we're really excited to journey with you and encourage you to join us in this discipleship journey that we're gonna go on. And I want you to think of these numbers: 100,000, 10,000, 1,000, 100, 10, and 1. First, the 100,000 represents the 100,000 times every year that we declare the gospel with somebody that we love. What would it look like if 100,000 declarations of the gospel would be said in a given year through our church members? Do you think that our city would change? Do you think lives would be changed? I believe it will. How about 10,000? 10,000 represents the acts of service that we want to provide for our city. We want to have our city and our church be known for what we're with rather than what we're against. By sending our people, mobilizing people to serve the city with them, I believe we'll create a testimony that'll be so winsome for the gospel. How about 1,000? 1,000 represents the 1,000 people that we want to send into the foreign soil. And the Bay Area is so rich and privileged with people of the nations living here, and we want to go where they are from. We believe that God has given us such richness and diversity so that we would have the influence in those countries. And so we plan to go to India, China, Indonesia, the Philippines, Vietnam, and many other places where people are gathered here for the glory of God. Now, what is the 100? 100 means the 100% participation. We would love for every single person who called Resonate home to be a part of this mission, to be a part of this journey. So whether you are giving, whether you are serving, or whether you're an MC, we believe if you do one of those three things, that you will go and journey with us in this pathway of discipleship and that your life will be changed. Now, 10 represents the number of the campuses and the church plants that we want to plant in the next 5 years. We believe God has called us to start new things so that new people will be reached. And so far, God has really blessed us in planting Oakland, planting Hayward, and planting Vallejo, but I believe more is yet to come. And lastly, 1. 1 represents the surrendered hearts. You see, only you could surrender your heart to Jesus. And I believe when you do, God's purposes will come into your life in ways that you've never, ever imagined. And so what would it look like for you to say yes to God and give your yes to the Lord in this season and to go on this discipleship journey?
When we seek first after His kingdom, all that we really desire will be granted to us. That is a promise from the Bible that is given to each and every one of us who takes that step of faith.
For both of us, we are very, very generous with our time. Where we are challenged is God asking us, would you be that sacrificial with your finances as well?
I can barely talk about God without breaking down. I've never experienced a love like that. My prayer is through the work that we do in the Bay Area, that other people get to experience that same thing.
I think about reaching the Bay Area and how sometimes that doesn't seem very tangible, but my brother, my mom, if I could reach them, that would be an ultimate win.
And I'm just praying and believing that if we say yes to this call and this vision, that people will look at the Bay Area 10, 15 years from now and not say, that's so lost, we need to send people to the Bay Area. But they will actually be getting people from the Bay Area sent from here to their spaces because God did something, because a whole bunch of people just said yes to Him over and over again.
I don't know what God's gonna do through you, but I certainly know what God's gonna do in you. God's gonna do some amazing things as you realize that He has so much for you in your life. Would you join us in this season and give your yes to Jesus?